Greetings, sanitation film fans. Thomas L. here, with Jennifer Aniston starring alongside Adam Sandler in the new film Murder Mystery, which premieres on Netflix this week. I decided to do my top 10 favorite Jennifer Aniston movies. Because, of course, she got her big break as a TV star because she played Rachel on the hit sitcom Friends. And since then, she had an interesting movie career. I've always loved Jennifer Aniston. I think she's a pretty cool actress. She's really funny. She could do drama well. So with that being said, here's my 10 favorite Jennifer Aniston movies. Coming in at number 10 is the film Along Came Polly. In this film, it stars Ben Stiller as a character named Ruben Felfer, who is unaware of the risk of inherent in a situation that he is unable to risk everything. So his bride, named Lisa Kramer, played by Deborah Messing, seems perfect but ends up cheating on him during their honeymoon. So he heads back to New York City, and his best friend, who's a former child star named Sandy, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, urges him to attend the party. So there he ends up meeting an ex-classmate named Polly Prince, played by Jennifer Aniston, and he ends up, falling in love with her and wants to try to woo her over and all. I really like the chemistry between Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston. Their chemistry was pretty good here. There is also a weird scene where Ben Stiller is playing basketball and he rubs his accidentally smacks his head on Philip Seymour Hoffman's hairy chest. That's a little bit of a cringy scene, but anyway, yeah, I'd love to see Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston do another film together. I mean, they haven't done a movie since I think Along Came Polly was the last time they've done a movie together. I'd love to see them do something else together in the near future, maybe whether it's a Netflix thing or whatever. But Along Came Polly is a really good one. If you guys never seen Along Came Polly, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Coming in at number 9 is a film called Wanderlust. Now, this film stars Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston as a couple named George and Linda, who overstressed lives in Manhattan. So after George ends up losing his job, he and his wife Linda have little choice but to move to Atlanta and stay with his very terrible brother. So they pretty much go to a counter-culture community where money, career, and clothing are strictly opposite. So yeah, you also got Justin Theroux, who I believe him and Jennifer Aniston are either married or still dating or whatever. Can't remember if they're still together or not. Justin Theroux I believe they actually met on the set of this film, if I'm not mistaken. It's a really funny, underrated comedy. It's a great romantic comedy. It's a straight up comedy. You got Alan Alda was in this. He was pretty funny here. You also got Jordan Peele had a part in this. I always keep forgetting Jordan Peele was in this, but yeah, he's in this. Marlon Ackerman was great in this. Really funny, clever little film. If you guys never seen Wanderlust by now, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, coming in at number 8 is Just Go With It. Now, this film stars Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, who of course stars in Murder Mystery, which premieres on Netflix tomorrow. And in it, Adam Sandler plays a plastic surgeon named Danny McAbee, who pretends to be married so that he can enjoy future dates with this supermodel girl named Palmer, played by Brooklyn Decker. So he pretty much pretends to be married to Jennifer Aniston, who plays his coworker, and her kids. He's pretending her kids are his, so he could get with Brooklyn Decker. Because I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to make a fake family for Brooklyn Decker? I mean, let's be real there. It's a really funny and clever film. A little messed up, I am at, but it's pretty decent. I really like the chemistry between Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Brooklyn Decker was funny in this. You also had Nick Swardson. I love Nick Swardson here. It's not really a great film or anything. It's not even my favorite Adam Sandler work, but it's really funny. It's clever. It has some pretty funny jokes in it. Check out Just Go if you guys never seen it. It's really good. Coming in at number 7 is actually more of the film that put Jennifer Aniston on the film. Like, my number 7 is Leprechaun, which actually got released, like, I think 4 years or 3 years before Friends became popular. So I mean, she did stuff before she played in Friends. Anyway, like here, Jennifer Aniston plays a character named Tori, who moves to a cabin who moves into a house, and her and a couple of other folks are trying to fix it up and all. But what little does she know is, like, also in the house is a leprechaun played wonderfully by Warwick Davis, and the leprechaun wants to, like, get his gold back and all. It is creepy. It's funny. It's fun. It's really entertaining. I mean, it's a film about kill a leprechaun. What more could you ask for? It's awesome. And Jennifer Aniston, she was great in this. I really like Jennifer Aniston here. And she hasn't really done a horror film since Leprechaun. I mean, she did, like, thrillers and stuff, but she never, like, since Leprechaun, I can't ever recall her, going back to the horror genre. I would have loved to have seen her reprise her role once again in the new Leprechaun film that went to home video, but I can see she's a little bigger now than she was when Leprechaun got released. But yeah, Leprechaun, I really love this movie. I could watch this movie tons of times and never get bored by it. It's really great. Coming in at number 6 is Horrible Bosses. Now, Horrible Bosses isn't really like Jennifer Aniston's lead film or anything, but I love Jennifer Aniston in this. In it, you got these three workers played by Jason Bateman, Charlie Day, and Jason Sudeikis, whose bosses they don't like at all, so they want to, like, go out of their way to actually kill their bosses. Then you got Kevin Spacey, who plays Jason Bateman's boss. Colin Farrell plays Jason Sudeikis' boss, while Jennifer Aniston plays Charlie Day's boss. Now, Jennifer Aniston's boss character isn't really all half bad as Kevin Spacey's boss is. But Jennifer Aniston's character here kind of pretty much sexually harasses Charlie Day's Dale character, who's also in a relationship and all. And Dale, wants to, like, get rid of her and so she doesn't, like, screw up their marriage and all. It's really funny. Like, the workplace that Dale, is in this is he's like a dentist assistant, while Jennifer Aniston is a dentist, and she says and does some risque stuff in this. And Jennifer Aniston, who knew she could do raunchy like this? She was really funny here. And the stuff where she, like, tries to harasses Charlie Day with, I thought was pretty funny to watch. And you also got Jamie Foxx in this, who plays the guy who plays, like, a guy that the characters try to hire to, but it's a really funny, clever film. It was directed by Seth Gordon, who did a great job at directing. Horrible Bosses is such a funny and clever film. If you guys still never seen any of the Horrible Bosses movies, part 1 and 2, check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. Alright, coming in at number 5 is We're the Millers. Now, this movie is also very raunchy. Now, this is kind of similar to Just Go, actually. Like, in it, Jason Sudeikis plays a pot dealer named David, who wants to, like, who needs to go to Mexico, to the Mexico border to pretty much receive some marijuana stuff, some very hard marijuana drugs. And it might be a little suspicious for him to go, so he decides to hire this he pretty much decides to hire the stripper played by Jennifer Aniston and these two kids to pretend to be his wife and kids, so they could go on, like, a road trip. And it's really funny. I mean, Jennifer Aniston had a pretty cool strip scene in this, which I thought was pretty cool. You got Emma Roberts here. Will Poulter played the two fake kids in this. Ed Helms played, like, the crime boss drug dealer, which I love Ed Helms, but for some reason I cannot really see him as a drug lord. I don't know why. Just Ed Helms as a drug lord, I just couldn't really see with it. Also, you got Catherine Hahn was also in this. Nick Offerman. We're the Millers is great. It's funny. It's clever. It has some really great jokes in it. I love this movie. I mean, I saw this movie about twice when it got released back in 2013, and it's a great one. If you guys never seen We're the Millers, check it out. It's a really good one. And Jennifer Aniston and Jason Statham, they work pretty well together. All right, coming in at number 4 is Bruce Almighty. Now, here Jennifer Aniston plays the girlfriend of Jim Carrey's Bruce Almighty character, who's pretty much like a TV weatherman who's like a TV newscaster who doesn't really end up believing in God. So one day he gets a visit from God, played by Morgan Freeman, and he pretty much ends up gaining the powers of God. And with it, he tries to win his girlfriend over, and it's a really funny, clever film. Jim Carrey was great in this. I liked his chemistry between Jennifer Aniston. Morgan Freeman as God, one of the best on-screen gods I have ever seen. Who didn't love Morgan Freeman as God here? You also had Lisa Ann Walter, who was wonderfully cast as Jennifer Aniston's best friend here. Steve Carell was great in this. And of course, they had a spin-off with Steve Carell, which was called Evan Almighty, which wasn't all that good, to be honest, yeah. But Bruce Almighty is great. It's funny, it's entertaining. It also has some heart to it, too. Like, the whole movie is a straight-up comedy, but it has some, like, dramatic moments to it as well. Check out Bruce Almighty if you guys still never seen it. It's a really funny one. Alright, coming in at number 3 is Marley and Me. Now, in this film, it stars Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston as newlyweds who ends up moving to a home in Michigan, and they pretty much get a puppy who they, of course, can't control, and then the puppy ends up getting bigger and bigger. And it's a really great movie. It's very touching. I mean, this movie will leave you to tears. And it also had good chemistry between Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson. I know their chemistry in this was pretty good. The chemistry between their Labrador pup was pretty good. I mean, Molly is a pretty cool character. I mean, of course, the dog gets into misfits. Wrecks the place, and it's probably not a dog you really want your own. But then, down the line, the dog ends up being calmer, and sadly, it ends up getting a little sad towards the end too. But Marley and Me is a really great movie, and it's such a really cute, charming. It's an inspirational little film. If you guys never seen Marley and Me by now, check it out. But granted, use tissues while you're watching this movie, because there's not going to be a dry eye if you're watching Marley and Me. Alright, coming in at number 2 is kind of an anime film, but that is The Iron Giant. Now, Jennifer Aniston voices the lead character's mom in this, while you got Vin Diesel who voices the giant alien robot. You got Harry Connick Jr. in this. I mean, I was really not even sure if I should even add this film in my list, because it's more just like a voiceover work, and her mother character doesn't really do a whole lot here. But I just love The Iron Giant so much, I cannot leave this film off the list. It's probably one of my favorite anime movies of all time. It's great. It's entertaining. It got released in 1999, and this movie turns 20 this year. So, there's that. It's a really good one. I love this movie so much. I actually own the film on VHS. It's a great one. If you guys never seen The Iron Giant, which was of course directed by Brad Bird, who went on to do The Incredibles, check out The Iron Giant. It's a great one. And since then, Jennifer Aniston didn't really end up doing another voiceover work since that movie Storks. So there's a little tidbit for you there. Alright, coming in at number 1 of my favorite Jennifer Aniston movie. That's a interesting one. My number 1 favorite is Office Space. I mean, in it, Aniston plays like a surfer who ends up dating Ron Livingston's character here, who's like dealing with a bit of the corporate anonymity. I love Jennifer Aniston in this. You know, you also got Gary Cole was in this. You also Ron Livingston. Funny, entertaining film directed by Mike Judge. It's a cult classic. It's the movie actually. Believe it or not, the movie turns. I believe it turns 20 this year, if I'm not mistaken. That Office Space got released on. Let me see. Office Space. Oh boy, this movie definitely turns 20. It got released in 19. Oh, actually, already past 20, but man. And you also, like other people in this, you also had Stephen Root was also in this, John C. McGlinchey, some great cast members, and this movie has some pretty entertaining characters. It's pretty much a Office-based movie, and it's really good. If you guys still never seen Office Space by now, check it out. It's a really great one. And it's also probably one of Mike Judge's best work. It's such a great movie. And I also like the chemistry between Ron Livingston and Jennifer Aniston. I mean, I can't really record they ever did another film afterwards, but yeah, Office Space was great, and Jennifer Aniston was great in this. Definitely check this movie out if you guys never seen it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Along Came Polly. 9, Wanderlust. 8, Just Go With It. 7, Leprechaun. 6, Horrible Bosses. 5, We're the Millers. 4, Bruce Almighty. 3, Molly and Me. 2, The Iron Giant. 1, Office Space. Now, of course, Jennifer Aniston has done other stuff over the years as well. Let me pull up her credit. Not to mention, of course, her best work is playing Rachel on Friends. There's that. Her last movie, which was a Netflix film called Dumpling, was really good. Let's see. Horrible Bosses 2 is a good one. The Breakup with Vince Vaughn's a good one. Probably could have had that one. The Good Girl. Not The Bounty Hunter. I did not like that one. The Switch was not all that good. He's Just Not That Inchy was okay. Friends with Money. Rumor Has It. Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg. Office Christmas Party is another good one, which also featured Jason Bateman. Derailed, which paired her up with Clive Owen. That's actually pretty good. She's the One. Mother's Day. She's Funny That Way. The Yellowbirds. Storks. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston has been some pretty high-profile stuff over the years. But let me lead you guys. What are some of your favorite Jennifer Aniston films? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Tom Zell signing off.